Skull Army rank 18 on my SkullCrusher account, and we did it without shock mines. 4 engine room gameplay, heavily relying on defense, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Let's do it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Skull Army and friends. SkullCrusher here. It is Friday, October the 1st, 2021. It is day 5 of season 27, day 3 since I've been for engine room. Day 3 with SkullCrusher. We just took day 3 with Captain Borealis being for engine room. We just took SkullCrusher for engine room last night, and holy smokes, Skull Army, very successful push. I do want to give a shout out to Cameron for the win, for the base layout, working absolute wonders. Thank you, buddy. Skull Army, this is the layout right here. This is the layout that's actually successfully shut down Bullit heavy rushes, brick heavy rushes, rifleman, rocket chopper, no hero attacks. It's disgusting. And also to show you that we are doing this, of course, without shock mines, I would like you to see after the 4th engine room, there is no shock mines. I don't even have the smoke unlocked yet. I will have 3 chests to collect, and I will not be showcasing any of my battles in today's video. It's going to be about my successful defending with the layout without the shock mines, and how you can also do this as well. So of course there's a few minor differences on this account versus Captain Borealis Skull Army, and of course with the one major thing being the boom cannons. The max boom cannons, absolutely disgusting. Well, of course also supported by that 50% building damage, also buffing up any defense on the battlefield, of course minus the mines as well. And of course on offense we do have the shock bomb as well. Due to having that to get the boom cannons, we had to get the shock bomb. It's just on the path there. Now once again, my troop damage on SkullCrusher is at 40% here. Bullit is at tick 4 here. We do have the max level flare once again working absolute wonders in certain scenarios, and I am actually looking to using it to the best of my advantage in almost all scenarios now. So if you do have a max flare, Skull Army, you will actually get used to it sooner than later. So nonetheless here, guys, as you can see, SkullCrusher did go for ER. We do not have shock mines, and the layout does look a little bit different. Some of you might actually have seen this layout quite a few times now if you have been for ER for a couple of days. If you haven't, then be cautious, be wary. This layout is out there, and once again, when I do throw shock mines onto it, it's going to be just even more devastating with regards to slowing down, if not completely stopping, the Bullit heavy rush. The Bullit heavy clear, the brick heavy rush, the brick heavy clear, heavy zooka. I think Kavan heavy zooka should still have a pretty easy time taking it out here. But Skull Army, even making my way over to the log over here, as you can see, with regards to the 10 battles here, I was still 3 engine room for this battle right here. So once again, shout out to 123, but that was a 3 ER versus a 3 ER. Now it was here when we did build the new layout here, and as you can see, my first battle with the layout, I did have a fizzler here, which did end up leaving 3 engine rooms. So we're going to go in, and I am going to show the enemy's replay here for all the fizzlers here. I did have 3 opponents who did actually successfully beat this layout, and they all successfully did it in the exact same manner. So wait till the end of the video, Skull Army, and I will show you how to actually beat this layout. So as you can see, for this first replay here, we do have a Bullit and full heavy rush. We are directly flaring the ER there. Look at that flare completely fizzling out. That's probably a tick 2, maybe a tick 3 flare right there, and it didn't take long. Literally from the transition from the first to the second engine room, Bullit and the heavies did go down. That's definitely got to be at least a tick 2, maybe a tick 3 heavy. Tick 2, maybe a tick 3 Bullit. Definitely max heavies, but yeah, it just really shows you how dirty that is with the 50% building damage and just the way that the layout is set up here. So that was our first successful shutdown there. Now, of course, the next opponent was one of the opponents that did beat me. I actually fizzled on their layout. Yikes! And then, of course, going to the next opponent here, Arm Void. So we are going to showcase Arm Void's replay, Skull Army, and Arm Void once again did go in. I believe this was a Bullit. Brick, excellent. Okay, Skull Army, this is the brick heavy rush here. Once again, flaring that first ER at the top mid there on the left side under the coverage of smoke with brick and battle orders being activated. At this point, from after directly flaring the first ER, we transitioned to a brick battle order heavy clear, and then of course battle orders again, letting the heavies and brick just free clear. And as you can see, as they free clear, that's when the defenses really start working to my advantage and just slowly picking off the troops in a timely, fashionable manner. Brick actually got taken down by the cannon on that one, and of course the heavies were fizzled out by the sniper snipers. I cannot wait to max those snipers with the 50% building damage. Skull Army, absolutely disgusting. And remember, once again, without shock mines. We're doing this without shock mines. So moving forward here, Skull Army, 2 more Chinese character friends did take me out here. Once again, attacking in the exact same manner here. So wait until the end of the video, or, you know, whatever, skip to the end, and you will be able to see how you can beat this layout here. So we're going to go move forward to Fang Double J here, and Fang just completely fizzled. I love this replay right here. Check this out. This might actually be my replay on Fang. This is my replay on Fang. Okay, we're not watching my replays here. This is the opponent's replays. Apologies, Skull Army. I told myself I wasn't going to click any of my replays. It is the enemy replay. So here we go, guys, going back into Fang Double J, and this is Fang's attack on, once again, our layout here. And as you can see, this is a heavy Zooka, no hero. I think this is just absolutely crazy, absolutely disgusting going in without a hero at this point. Don't get me wrong, some players at the top are still doing this without a hero. It's actually like a no hero heavy clear using shocks. If you've got Bullit, you know, Shock Knuckles apparently is working to the advantage, of course, helping clear those shock mines. But yeah, that was a disgusting HZ fizzle. My friend Fang Double J just fell completely into the trap there, Skull Army. So once again, hashtag Dark Shadow Overlay. Moving forward, I believe the Russian character friend here did leave 1 engine room. So we are going to go in, showcase the enemy's replay, once again showing how good this layout is right now without the shock mine. So once again, my opponent going in with full heavy right here. I do not think this one actually was with a hero. No, there is no hero on this one. As you can see, the heavies are actually being dropped under the coverage of smoke with a direct flare to the top left ER. And of course, this did not work out well. Well, it actually did work out well, because this guy actually was able to clear his way, I believe, to the 3rd engine room. But as you can see, just shocks are being cycled here. Heavies are doing a job. Now, this is what the meta is. This is what players at the top that still don't have a hero actually, at this point, they might actually be RCing or seekering. So, I mean, it is literally changing every 8 hours, guys, due to how the next chest, or, you know, whenever the next rank chest is being unlocked here. But as you can see, the heavies just being turned into a transitionally slow free clear, obviously not working to my friend's advantage. We will speed this up to the ×4 here. And as you can see, it was successfully able to take out the cannon there with the 2 heavies, but slow and steady does not win the race. Unfortunately, on this one here, I think the 2 MVP heavies here were actually successfully able to take out the 3rd engine room, as you can see. And then, of course, the snipers, no, not even. He pulls the retreat, realizes, yeah, not a chance, man. I'll leave him with my dignity, and at least 2 heavies still intact there. So that was a great defend right there. Once again, I'm assuming another Russian character friend. Apologies if I do get this wrong, but this was the Rifleman Rocket Chopper Shutdown. I love this replay here. Once again, this was without a hero, Skull Army. So once again, the shock mine's not playing any effect on the rocket choppers. Actually, let's bring this back one down to ×2 so you can really enjoy this one here. How you can see the 1 boat of riflemen was dropped with the, I believe it was 6 boats of choppers, and then a delayed boat of riflemen coming out as well. That's actually a very good technique, very good strategy. But as you can see, the boom cannons are already doing a great job picking off the rocket choppers. And here, the boom cannon locking on again right there. Oh, I thought the sniper was going to take out that rocket chopper right there. So we got an MVP rocket chopper right here just waiting to get picked off by a boom cannon. And that is a beautiful sight right there. I love how the Zooka just lands right on the mine. And of course, as the battle is already over, the mine does not explode. But that was pretty cool right there. So we did successfully shut down a rifleman rocket chopper attack without a hero. Once again, Skull Army successfully making rank 18 with SkullCrusher without a shock mines. And of course, showing the last replay here, you guys are going to absolutely hate me for this one, but sorry, not sorry. Shout out to XYW, but this is when you roll the dice and the boom gods are just completely on your side. I am going to show you this replay here because my boss fight for rank 18 was versus a 3 ER. Yeah, man, woman, that's exactly what I'm talking about here. And as you can see, I took it slow and steady here. We had Bullet, we had Drink, and you know what? I was like, no need to go do something stupid on this. Just clear away to the first ER, bank that Gunboat energy. You got smoke, Scully. So, you know you got this one here. And as you can see, I don't even think we used smoke on that one. I think we saved the smoke to the transition to the last ER. No, there's no smoke because we're not 4 ER. Oh, even crazier. I love it. So we pretty much like saved all the juice for the Gunboat energy for Tick 4 Bullets energy drink on the transition from the 2nd ER to the 3rd ER. And yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. We got super lucky on that. Of course, we did match a 3 ER for the boss fight. And you know, my 3 ER did give it a valiant effort. And you know what? He did get the clear. I mean, shout out to this guy. We had a lot of 4ER players that actually weren't successfully able to do it, but shout out to this guy, did actually go in with Sparky. So this is one of the only times I've actually seen Sparky on this layout here, and this was a Sparky Rifleman Zooka heavy attack here. And once again, this person did successfully beat me. I would not recommend this attack due to the fact how slow it is. And of course, rocket choppers and seekers will transition to be the dominant offensive meta for engine room gameplay here. Now keep in mind, Skull Army, we're going to branch back off to the tech tree in just a moment here, but I do want to actually show you what my Chinese character friends were doing. So this was actually one way that the layout was beaten here. Shout out to Sparky, MVP, hidden MVP here, but sometimes, you know, 2 minutes actually isn't even that bad. I mean, I think 220 plus is what, you know, the standard heavy rush, heavy clear is, and of course, you know, our rocket chopper times are much faster, seeker times are even faster. So of course, guys, shout out to XY but of course we did get the dub there. And of course, going back over to the tech tree here, Skull Army, with 4ER branching off after the shock mines, of course, rocket choppers, they are everywhere today. Once again, I repeat, they are everywhere today. If you are not 4ER ready, already expect to match them as you do go for engine room. And of course, seekers are already out there as well. On my Captain Borealis account, literally has not moved since yesterday. I've done so many battles on it, and you know, we're just going back and forth. Even after getting the shock mines, I built a few different layouts, but I think not having the boom cannons is what is starting to hold me back on that account there. You really have to start going dirty. This is a heavy defensive season Skull Army. And of course, you know, I have yet to see Barrage here, but I think a few players are going to be crazy enough to branch off from the smoke to get the Gunboat energy and pick up the Barrage. And the crazier players are actually going to branch off and get those rocket launchers. And you know what? I don't know if you're going to start seeing rocket launchers in the next couple days. You probably will. You know, you might have one player out there who maxes them because their whole goal this season is probably to get rocket launchers and max them as soon as possible. But do expect to see them sooner than later there, probably not max, but just to start to expect to see them there. And of course, Skull Army, the Barrage, you know it's going to be there. And of course, those that do branch off to the right from the GBE node, you do pick up the Warriors. Warriors I don't see being effective at all, but it's what's after the Warriors what I do see being effective, and that is our first proto node here. Laser Beam 1, Boom Surprise 1, and of course Micro 1. You know, of course, to counter the Seekers, to counter the Heavy Rush, Microwaver MVP, baby. I can definitely see that Microwaver being chosen here. So you're probably going to start seeing Microwaver in the coming days, if not already, to start countering, I repeat, to start countering the Seekers, and of course the Heavy Rush for the players that are still using the Heavies. So all right, Skull Army and friends, I promised you how to beat the layout, and check this out here, guys. So I'm going to show you the enemy's replay here, and this was actually a beautiful display of execution here. Once again, you can see Bullit taking the lead here with a full heavy drop. And I believe this was just this was a tactic to get Gunboat energy. This was just farming, and then that flare was the key move right there. So a flare along the right wall there, flaring along the right wall to get to the back there under the coverage of smoke here, letting Bullit and the Heavies start to free clear. And of course, with Bullit making his way to the middle there, we flared back, we flared forward, and then it was a direct Hail Mary here. 1 ER directly flaring the next. There's energy drink, and that's got to be a tick for our max Bullet. That was absolutely disgusting there, but beautifully played right there. That flare back and then forward, you know, to get Bullet in the back and get him in the forward, you know, to get him in the back, and you put the Heavies in the front, knowing that, you know, if Bullet was in the front, he was probably going to die first. Either way, that was just a beautiful display of execution. And if you do come across this layout, this is a good way to beat it, my friends. And of course, I do want to branch back over to the Canadian leaderboard for just a moment here to show you SkullCrusher positioning, and of course Captain Borealis as well. So Skull Army and friends, remember, do not forget to leave a thumbs up, a like on today's video if you yourself are new and you are digging this content, metaphorically speaking. Okay, consider grabbing that stick of dynamite, running over to the subscribe button, placing said stick of dynamite beside the subscribe button, lighting said stick of dynamite, running away, and then blowing up the subscribe button. All right, Skull Army. So Teen Wolf absolutely dominating. Shout out to Derek's Place, Cactus number 1, that is Doom, Chris Orion, Triple J, YYZ, the Canadian Crab and Warship Killer. We got Matt, Alex Zoo, Austin, 0 AM, Night Owl, buddy. Another shout out for you, my man. And of course, Derek's Cabin, that's my boy Pete Davis, PK, Philosopher King. SkullCrusher is currently 15th at rank 18 with 9 stars on the local Canadian leaderboard. And of course, Captain Borealis has taken a little bit of a tumble here. Shout out to Coach Chicken, who also successfully did Bullit, push into rank 17. You're killing it, chicken. Keep it up, buddy. General Electric, that is Pete's other account, absolutely dominating. Blades, I see you, buddy. Blaze, Evil French Fries, you gotta love that name right there. And Captain Borealis dropped a little bit today, guys, but you know what? I think we'll start to advance when we do get rocket choppers. We will end up getting rocket choppers on that account, I think in like 2 or 3 hours. So tomorrow's live stream Skull Army is going to be absolute bananas. Absolute bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S, bananas. So yeah, dominating, love it. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment. Let me know where you're at. Let me know where you're going. Just let me know what your thoughts are in general. My friends, we will officially be wrapping up today's video. Now, I think it's time to make a like a Tom and a cruise. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, and or evening, Skull Army. We will see you later and catch you on the next stream. Peace!